Hey guys, welcome to another furniture flip. I'm Maggie and this is Vintage Twist Co. Today's video features a red TV table. I grabbed this cabinet off of Facebook Marketplace for $15. After washing and rinsing, I removed the hardware. Then, in order to remove the doors, I had to remove the top so I could open up the frame to pop the spring hinges out of the holes. I put it back together and got to work sanding. Under the red stain is this beautiful pine or maple wood. I'm not sure which one it is. I gave the rest a light scuff sand so the paint will adhere better. In the areas that my sander wouldn't fit, I just hand sanded it, and then I wiped it all down with a damp rag. I have attempted to transform my shed into a paint spraying area, whatever you call it. So this is how it's working right now. I have tools and paint and stuff in here. Yeah. So, wish me luck. I can't back it up anymore. I'm sorry. Doing the best I can here, man. What am I looking for? Paper. Anyway, I don't think you really want to see me tape this all up anyways, do ya? So I'm going to cut it short here, and yeah, I'll start filming again when I'm ready to spray. I started spraying on the bottom because I was still fine-tuning my sprayer. That way, if it's not spraying good, then no one will ever see it underneath. I did 3 coats of primer. I wanted to make sure that it was completely covered before I started putting my colored paint on, because I knew I was using a light colored paint. So I didn't want any of that red stain to bleed through the light color. It's already dry. It dries incredibly fast. Now, I think I just have to tip this up. Do a little bit more. I'm almost out of primer, so I'm gonna have to go to Home Depot and get another can. Yeah. I'm gonna attempt to spray a little bit more though first. That's the first coat done. it didn't have a backing on it. So I just have some press board or hardboard, whatever you call it. And I just happened to have a scrap piece that was a 1/4 inch thick. So I'm just scoring it with a knife to cut it to the right size. And then I will tack it on the back with my brad nailer. I would just like to take this moment to thank all of my new subscribers. Since the Ugly Duckling Challenge, my subscribers have doubled. I'm almost at 1,000 now, and I am super grateful for all of you. Thank you so much for being here, and I love reading all of your comments, and it really warms my heart, so thank you very much. I bought this self-stick wallpaper from Amazon for another project, but thought it would work well as a background for this table instead of it just being a plain cardboard color inside.
One last ticket before it's gone. One last summer before it's fall. Tune your strings and play your cards. Little words hit me like a game of darts. And you're beating on my drum. And you're beating on my door. Running faster than my dreams. And I can't stop to breathe. One last lie before the truth. One last fight before I lose. I ask myself, where should I go? Did I do enough to feed my soul? And you're beating on my drum. And you're beating on my door. Running faster than my dreams. And I can't stop.
I was going for a driftwood look on the top, so I did a wash with light gray fusion mineral paint. It's called Little Lamb. So I just did like a 50-50 ratio of water and paint, and then brushed it all on and wiped it all off. Anytime you do a paint wash or add moisture to the wood, it raises the grain. I used a fine grit foam sanding block to knock down the grain, and then I went over it with 400 grit sandpaper to make it extra smooth. And then I went over it with Fusion stain and finishing oil in the color Cappuccino, and it gave it kind of like a driftwood effect. That it worked really good. I really like this technique. I'll definitely use this again. I will put all the materials I used in this video down below in the description. And guess what? Now I'm changing the color. So this color, the green, light green color that I used was a custom color. I mixed two fusion mineral paints together and I ran out, so I didn't have any left in order to do touch-ups or anything like that, which I kind of needed. It's a long story, but I tried to attach the doors with these new hinges that I bought, and it wasn't working out, and I ended up drilling holes in the side, and then I had to go back and fill them and fix them, and I didn't have paint to cover that. I just wasn't feeling the green paint for this project anyways, so I changed it to fusion mineral paints, one of their new colors called Oakham. And again, I will have all of the paints listed down below in the description. My grapes were ready, so I harvested my grapes and I made grape jelly, and it's delicious. I tried doing some painting and I hated it, so I painted over it, and then I just did a stencil with a lighter color of gray, a lighter shade of gray. And now I'm just touching up around the stencil on the doors. I added Dixie Belle dirt to the sides and the doors to make a little bit of a vignette kind of effect, just to add some depth and dimension and some more interest of something to look at, so that the edges of the stencil are not so harsh. It's very easy to apply. I just used some Dixie Belle's Best Dang wax wherever I wanted to put the dirt, and then I used a separate dry brush to you just dab the brush into the powder and then rub it into the areas where you put the wax, and then it just sticks, and you can kind of move it around a little bit. If you added too much or it's in areas where you didn't want it, then you can just dab a little bit of wax onto a dry cloth and you can just rub it away. It comes off very easily, so you can add or remove some as much as you want. I ran out of felt feet that I normally use, so I ran to the hardware store to pick up these feet, and these were the only ones I could find. They're like nylon. And now I am adding some Howard's feed and wax to the top to just nourish the wood a little bit more. It's already sealed up from using the stain, but the Howard's feed-in wax just adds a nice sheen and really brings out the color. Okay guys, here's what it looked like before, and here's what it looks like now. Thank you so much for watching.